Hi guys, it's me, Anita Innovations. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a draw this again challenge, sorry. And I really had fun with this. I drew the original picture about 3 years ago, and it was just amazing to see how much I improved over that time. And it's just, I can't believe that I had drawn that original picture. Now, with sketching this, I started off sketching it with it taped down because of where I was going to use watercolor paints, but when it gets to the head, I'm like, I can't draw the head and hair at this angle like the facial features, so I had to untape it so I can adjust it and comfortably draw the features. So here I'm just drawing the face, and I started drawing the eye that's supposed to be under the hair. And I was like, no, I don't need to draw this eye. No. So I just didn't bother it anymore from the top of it. And sorry for my head popping in here. With the hair, the original hair is like got a lot of strands and it's like kind of all over. And I was like, I don't like the way the hair looks, so I just drew it more neat looking, but still kind of like flowing behind her. And it just looks really nice. And so I taped it back down once I was, oh wait, no, never mind. I'm now lining it with a brown pencil crayon to give it a more softer look. And then, well, I tried to give it a more softer look because when I drew it a long time ago, I didn't know anything about inking really. I just drew it with pencil and colored it in. So I drew it lined it with a brown pencil crayon. I think it looks lovely. And with the arm, my arm that's going down at her side looks so much better. I just had it going down her side instead of like kind of going in front of her like the original picture did. Where it was like all curved and it was like, she's got a little arm. But like, so now I'm just taping it back down. I'm just using electrical tape to hold it down. And as you can probably see, the tape curves a bit at the side. I didn't worry about it being perfectly straight and whatnot. I thought I'd give it a more cool look like that. And now I'm just starting to do the painting of it. I realized after I finished it that I had missed a between the arm and her body where her hair should have been, but there's like no hair there. And I was like, how did I forget that? So I'm just going over everything with a layer of each color. Now the paper I used, for some reason I decided to use drawing paper instead of actual watercolor paper, which the water did start to eat up the paper a little bit at first, but in the end, you can't really tell, and it turned out really good. The paper was wavy when I finished the watercolor part, but I left it to dry overnight for almost like 24 hours. And when I went back to it the next day, it was like perfectly flat and nice. I was really scared. I shouldn't get too far ahead. Now, just went over the colors to make it darker. And I thought it'd be cool to give her eyes 2 different shades of green, because if you look close enough at the picture, she appears to have green eyes. They mostly look black. Sure, the color faded a lot. And let's see. Not much I can say about it at this point, other than right now I was adding in color to make the shadows darker. And here I'm just adding in some splooges or whatever of red to give her hair, the pinkish area of her hair, more color. definition, or whatever you want to call it. And then here, I accidentally like picked up too much blue paint on my brush, and it just made a mess, and it bled onto her face, and then the paint for her eye bled down a bit. It was a mess. It was horrible. I didn't think I'd be able to save it, like, fix it, but I did, and that's just amazing. So amazed at that. So, just going with the background here, the original one's like some weird thing going on with blue. I think she's supposed to be like falling through nothing, so I kind of gave it like a nice ombre type look with purple and blue. If you look by the blue where her eye is, you can kind of see where the paper started to get eaten up from the water. But yeah. So let's see. Oh, and here's the next day. It's nice and flat. This paper doesn't look chewed up or nothing. I took like a dark pink. I'm using Crayola pencil crayons. I'm like made behind her darker, and I colored in the edges of her lips to make it darker. And I'm just changing. Like, I didn't want to put too much pencil crayon over the watercolor because I didn't want to completely ruin it. But so I tried to be gentle with the colors, or I guess you could say, where I didn't just completely color. I kind of like cross-hashed without the squares in some places. And like I tried making like hair-like lines on the hair with the pencil crayons. Oh my gosh, sorry. Here, I'm doing orange. I tried using different colors to give it more depth. And then the pink. That was such a light color, I could hardly even see it. I didn't want to ruin the pink or the watercolor look. So I'm just trying to make the shadows in that, where there'd be shadows more prominent. I really wanted to incorporate the pencil crayons for this piece because I originally did it in pencil crayons. And I didn't just do it in pencil crayons because I wanted to make it look more... I wanted to make it look different because the way I draw on that now is different. And so I really wanted you to be able to tell that. And so I kind of just went with the flow and didn't really think too much as I did it. I was giving what I was doing some thought, I guess you could say. And like, I really love it. It looks more, the watercolor that I did, it gives it more life. It makes it more vibrant. While the original, probably because it's just cheap dollar store sketchbook that I had, and like that already had a grayish tone to it, the paper, and it just looks so gray and dull. So here I'm like removing the tape, and see, the lines aren't perfect, but I like that about it. I don't like things being perfect all the time. I can't be a perfectionist though. Here I'm just going over the lines, which kind of got washed out with the watercolor and whatnot, making them look better. Now, after this is when it gets fun. I busted out the white paint, acrylic paint, and I tried adding highlights to the hair. I think I went a little overboard at first with the hair, which I'll later fix up. The arm, I tried making it more white by adding white watercolor paint, white pencil crayon and white acrylic paint. And I'm like, it's probably not making much difference, but it will. There were 2 spots when I was doing the watercoloring where I really went out of the lines a bit, which was on the white part of her sleeve with the gray. You can see it there, and at the top of her head a bit. Like, you might not notice it if I hadn't pointed it out, but yeah. I added a few spots of like white to her cheeks. Give her that little like glossy look type of thing. Added white to the background, make him a little more mystical or something. Yeah, I just had fun with this last part with the paints. I busted out my metallic paints and added it in on the blue. Like, the blue, pink, and orange and that. And, like, made it look better than the white. I kind of covered it up, but you can kind of see where I put the white underneath. But I wasn't completely painting over each area. I was kind of like adding lines type of thing. Kind of like what I did with the white. I kind of don't really know how to explain it. Then I took the silver and I added it on the shadowy areas of her shirt and that. I think I even added white. Yeah, I added white to her, white metallic paint to her shirt. But yeah, this area I just had fun. Just had a ball with it. I even added some white metallic paint to her hair in the background. And then I pull out the glitter paints and start painting the background with like pinks, like light pink, light blue, light purple and that. Just the type of colors that would blend in and you could barely see if you have the actual picture, but you can kind of see it glitter in the picture, in the video, I think. Unless I'm just going crazy. And so, like, here I am, I dated it. And I didn't like how the date looked, so I tried covering it with white paint. And so I was like, well, I'll just put some white paint around the edges, which you can't really tell that I did that. And then I had to go back over it because it was shining through again. So I tried putting a few layers. And then I'm like, this isn't working. So I pull out the white out. I put white over it, and then when that dried, put some more white on it. But yeah, this is the finished product. I really enjoyed it. I really love how it turned out. It's amazing. And here you can see the difference between 3 years ago and now. I really improved. And so, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Give this video a like to let me know you liked it. You can follow me on Instagram at DeathlyChick and add me on Snapchat as well. I really hope you enjoyed. Leave some comments and suggestions down below. And I'll see you next week. I'm going to try and upload on Wednesday. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye!